Yeah, let's unbox these speakers. So we have the Z213s. One deceiving thing about this, let me show you guys. See that 14W? That 14W. So one might look at it and be like, yeah, 7213, okay, model number 14 watts. No, that is not correct. These are 7-watt speakers. The breakdown for the total specifications is 7 watts RMS total. So what RMS means is root mean square. So I'm in Canada, so the voltage in my home is 120 volts RMS. But the peak voltage, so if you look at like a sine wave, the peak voltage is at like 170. So 120 volts is like average. It's like average power. So it's like average power in speakers. So it would be basically like the average voltage, 120 volts. When you hook it up to, when you just hook anything up to an outlet, it's getting 120 volts roughly. So this is deceiving. It's not 14 watts. It's 7 watts. So you have 2 satellite speakers, which are the speakers that go on the side. They are both 1.5 watts each, and then the subwoofer is 4 watts. So basically 1.5 times 2, that's 3, and 4, that's a total of 7 watts RMS. So the total peak voltage for these is roughly 10 volts. I did a calculation earlier. It's like 9.89 volts. So it's basically like you take the RMS voltage and times it by root 2, which is like 1.414. And that'll give you your peak voltage. So we have these open. It's got a little display, like pictures on the box here. It's pretty basic, this setup. It's like telling you how to do it. This is extremely plug and play. You don't have to download any software. You just basically plug it in and you can start listening to it and enjoying them. So these are extremely light, very, very light. Little pamphlet thing here. There's a cardboard protecting the cable. That is just cardboard. So we got the subwoofer in here. So this is 4 watts RMS. Get rid of that. Just throw everything to the sides. So it's wrapped in some plastic here. Ooh, it looks nice. So I'm looking at the bottom of this subwoofer right now. This is a down-firing subwoofer. So I'll give you an up-close look at it here. Yo, Moon Defender, yo. So the first part that I showed you there was the bottom of the subwoofer. It's a down-firing subwoofer. It's got a volume control for the bass on the back, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up, and then I'm going to put the mic right in front of it, and we're going to do a sound test. It is the Defender of the Moon. Oh, it's the Moon Defender. Holy, this is like really twisted on here. Oh, I think it's because like there's like some tape that I'd really twisted up here. There we go. And clear this up afterwards. I'm just like throwing all the stuff to the side. Oh. Prevent more cleanup. Just throw it into the box there now. Yeah. So these are the the Logitech Z213s says 14W on the box. That is very misleading, because if you look on the back, it's like you're reading it. It's like, oh, it's 7 watts RMS. So then one might think 7 times 2 is 14. That is a total of 14 watts. It says 14 W on the front. I'm getting 14 watts on these speakers, but you're not. It's 7 watts RMS. So, really looking forward to seeing how these sound. Yeah. Oh, this is actually really long. So, I'm 6'2", and this cable, just to give you like an idea of how long it is. So from the subwoofer to there, and then here is that 3.5 millimeter aux cable. So it's actually pretty decent for size. So that'll plug into the computer. Have a sip of this and then move this out of the way. Don't mess anything up. Let's open these. Ooh. I'm looking at the satellite speakers. Hey, Quinn. And it's like a mirror on the inside. And I'm upside down in it. Just funny. Lots of plastic on these. Good evening. Been watching a lot of Revier. Dude, I have no problem, man. I'm glad that you like him. He's got so many awesome songs. Is that Lieutenant Chicken? That's a funny emote. Yeah, so they have this tape that's wrapped around, well, it feels like tape, around the plastic there. Yeah. What I was doing is I was just pulling on it and it was causing that tape to become tighter. But if you just go for the tape and peel it off, it's a bit easier. Once I was just talking about it there, I found it and was able to pull it off, and that's a little bit easier. All right. Nice. So, these are the satellite speakers. They are each 1.5 watts. RMS. So let's see here. They are connected together. So only one cable is connected to the back of the subwoofer here. So just gonna check and see if there's a label on the back for left and right. There is. This is the right, so I'll put this on my right side, and this one is obviously left. Okay, just a double check to make sure I didn't get two rights there. All right. So it's already plugged into my computer. I'm gonna end up putting this on the floor, but I'm gonna keep this on the table for now. So that's connected. So this is the volume control for on and off. Huh. Oh, I was thinking that the scroll wheel was going to click once it got to the bottom to like turn it off and then turn it back on. But there's a switch here, on and off switch. So this is just volume. There's no clicking on the wheel. It's done by this switch right here. So I can have these speakers set up, and if I want to plug in my headphones, then I can to this 3.5 millimeter jack right here. So one more piece of plastic to get through, and then the speakers look epic. These were $40 Canadian, so very cheap speakers. But I think like for the price, like you can't go wrong. As far as what I almost knocked them off. The plastic broke and my left arm hit it there. Like Logitech is a good company. The webcam that I'm using is the Logitech Z213. I have I think it's a Logitech mouse and keyboard setup, wireless keyboard. Which I don't have that with this setup. I lost that little USB thing, which is annoying because I think it's like $30 to get a new one. I think it's like in like some of my old storage stuff. Anyways, plug this in and we're gonna be good to test it out. Yeah, these are pretty loud. I have earplugs in, my hat, and the headphones over top, so it's a lot louder when I take them off. Oh, 100% Neon B, because when we record, like when I go into like doing a recording session, not only will I be able to listen to it with like my computer, with M40Xs here, I could also listen to it with the Logitech Z213s, which is awesome because I think that's what you should do in general anyways, like listen to what you've created with multiple sound sources, so like multiple speakers, just to get like a better idea of how it's going to sound overall. So dude, totally. Collab with Neon B coming soon. Yeah, baby. Yeah, these are awesome. For $40, you can't go wrong. Let me put it right by the subwoofer here. Turn up the mic a little bit. Feel it vibrate in there. Yo, so that is the unboxing of the Logitech Z213s, the Z213s. Just listened to 3 songs, Hyper, Spoiler, Rage Against the Machine, Take the Power Back, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rain Dance Maggie, and they're awesome. $40 Canadian, you can't go wrong. I had the setup changed a little bit. I didn't keep it all in the same position, and the subwoofer is kind of blocking the speaker, but you got the gist of it. Hopefully it was a decent sound demo of what these can do. But they're awesome. For $40, I would definitely recommend them. Yeah, and I'm going to be recording an album. I'm a part of the RPM challenge, so I will be using these to help me record and mix. So I'm looking forward to creating. And if you buy these, I'm gonna put a link in the description, so you can check them out. You will be able to see, probably if you're watching this video, have already checked these out, but I would totally recommend them. They're awesome. I'm going to set up and play now. So yeah, hopefully if you buy these, you'll like them as well. And yeah, all right, peace out.